Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone mission video. And on this video I'm going to show you all the easiest way by far in which to complete the mission that is called No Beginning and No End. Now, another very famous mission in Days Gone. This consists of Deacon having to head over to a church in Marion Forks, where he got married no less, and burn the place to the ground. But before he can do that, there are some enemies that he has to take out first. And it really does beg the question, why doesn't Deke just torch the fucking place while they're all in it and basically kill two birds with one stone? But that's another argument for another day. Anyhow, this mission has two waves of enemies that have to be taken out. The first wave consists of 6 enemies, and at least 2 of those have helmets on, so problem straight away. And the second wave of enemies consists of 5, and one of these is a heavy, virtually head to toe in armour. So, a very problematic mission indeed, unless you do it in a very particular way. Now, given that there is a permadeath mode coming on the upcoming remaster, I think a lot of people are going to be very interested to see just how easily this mission can be taken out when you do it in a certain way. So, before I get to the action, just a few more things to point out, but these are very important to stress. And the first is a very unusual one indeed. There are a couple of cutscenes that take place throughout this mission that involve Deke and Sarah getting married. Unfortunately, these particular cutscenes create copyright issues if you actually release a video showing these, and because of that, I am not going to be including these in this particular video. Because let's be honest folks, it's all about the action. Everybody's really wanting to see how these enemies are taken out. If you want to see these cutscenes, play the game, you will see them. Anyhow, the last 2 things are what I always point out. This particular mission has been taken on Survivor 2 difficulty, so this is as difficult as it will ever get. And as well as this, I'm only ever using weapons that would be available to me at the time of taking on this mission. So, with all that finally out of the way, let's get to it folks. Right then, I'm actually in Marion Forks at this point, and I'm over in the east side of Marion Forks, so not very far away at all from the target area. And as always, I like to just bring up on screen exactly where I am on the map in relation to where the mission takes place. So let's get over there. Just a quick jump over that bridge section, and yeah, there is actually an ambush there waiting for us, but it matters not. As soon as I reach the mission start point, that's it, they disappear. What the fuck? Right then, in order to get the job done here, I have an MWS, an SMP9, but most importantly, the crossbow. Because I have vouched for these bad boys so often in taking out missions in very easy ways. And the residue bolts here are the absolute star. I always look to hit those 2 enemies first, and then after that it goes completely random. I look to take out any targets that present themselves, and I usually like to make sure that at least 3 of these enemies in the first wave are under the influence. So ideally I want another one taken care of here, and there we go, there's one with a light on. That is presenting themselves as an easy target. That's fine. Now I will move to my MWS just in case I need to use it. Very rarely I do with the first wave, by the way. This usually works an absolute treat. It's just a case of getting 3 of them under the influence and let them fight it out. And there we go. I didn't have to fire 1 shot. Not with the gun anyways. Now, at this point, this is where Deacon starts to reminisce and goes to a cutscene of the wedding. You will not see it in this video. Instead, we're coming back And this is the start of the second wave.
I love you.
And at this point, I only require one more residue bolt. And it's for the heavy that's coming in. Want to make sure that it's a low shot so that it sticks first time. And after that, immediately go through this doorway section here. I want in this room, basically out of the way so that any of the other enemies don't see where I actually am, and the heavy will engage with the other enemies. If you're out of the way here, you get no issues, but if you stay in that main section of the church and other enemies come in, they're going to go for you straight away, and it can present problems because you want them alive when the heavy is under the influence of the residue bolt. Because the residue bolt does take a little bit of time to work into the system, yeah, you do have that brief period where things can go wrong. I am simply ensuring that this is not the case. I will leave this room eventually. I'm just giving that big guy out there the chance to do some damage. And now I'm just going to position myself here and just observe what is happening and what I have left to take care of. Should not be much. And you know what? There we go. He's presented himself there, gone for the headshot. And I think there is only one more left by the looks of this. And you know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to take them out with an incendiary bolt. Not everybody will have these at this point in the game, but if you've taken out every ambush camp up to this point, then you will. But there we go. About to go to the next cutscene, which I can show.
Don't worry. This is never gonna happen again.
And there we have it, folks. If you ever want a foolproof, easy method in order to take out this mission, you're not going to get any better than that. And that brings me very nicely to the end of this video, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.